Welcome, welcome everyone. We're nice and early. We're going to start in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So have yourself ready on the mat. Pop the shoes off. Okay. Just to talk you through today's 20-minute class, we're going to go over 5 of the basic exercises, okay? So we want to perfect these exercises and keep focusing on stability around the pelvis area. There's something in my pocket. No, that's okay. So focusing on stability around the pelvis area is going to be our main priority for the class, okay? And we're going to make sure we're able to get that core stability in 5 exercises, okay? So it'll be a little bit flowing a little bit faster than starting in a minute, okay? A minute and a half. It's going to be a little bit faster than Monday's class, okay? Monday was really going over the basics. And just to reiterate, if you have any back issues, if you have any pain, any disc problems, it's very difficult for me to gauge if you're ready for these exercises, so you need to, step back and do what's right for you, okay? You can send me a message and then we'll communicate with a little video and see what you're able to do, but please feel free to do that, okay? The second thing as well, if you're pregnant, some of these exercises may not suit either. So just drop me a message, let me know if there's any issue that you may have, and I can guide you through it, okay? That's what we're here for. Put your hand up, okay? Don't stay silent. Okay, 30 seconds and we're ready to go. So shoes are off. Have a last drink of water if you need it. Focusing on 5 exercises, we're going to really focus on the core stability, okay? And that's going to be about keeping the pelvis very still, okay? Imagine that it's just moving in sync, your left hip and your right hip together, and your spine sits into that pelvis, okay? So everything is going to work in conjunction with each other, and with stability, meaning that your left and your right sides will be working together. Your upper and your lower body will be working together. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to go into the 4-point position. So turn around, face down onto your mat. Any issues with sound or anything, just throw in a few messages in the comment box. So 4-point position, knees are out wide underneath the hip, okay, nice straight line. We're going to do our cat-cow first, very important. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, not out wide, not out in front, directly underneath the shoulders or the chest. Okay, so you've got this really stable 4-point position. You can see my back nice and straight. To switch on my core, if I tuck my tummy under slightly, okay, see the way I just tuck my tailbone under slightly around my lower back, that is a point of where I'm activating my core, okay? And we're going to overstretch in this cat stretch, okay? So you start off by tucking your tailbone under, trying to lift your spine up to the ceiling. Push your hands into the floor and really lift those shoulder blades up to the ceiling. You can tuck the chin down. Let's get that spine warmed up. Now reverse. Here's some new cues for reversing. Keeping the arms straight. Try and pull your chest down to the floor. Pull your armpits down to your side. Bring your ribs and your belly button towards the floor, and then you stick your bum out at the end, tilting your bum out. Now don't go too far into this if you do have any back issues, okay? So don't overstretch this part of the exercise. Going up high is fine, but going down low may put extra pressure on you. Okay, so then reverse again. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the ribs, mid-back. Lift the upper back by pushing the hands into the shoulders. Tuck the chin down. Reverse again. Keeping the arms straight, pull the chest to the floor. Push the chest to the floor then. Lift the head up. Sticking the bum out as you bring your belly down to the floor. Reverse. From the bottom of the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Lift the ribs. Lift the shoulders. Tuck the chin down. Reverse. Bring the chest down. Bring the belly down. Tilt your bum. Stick your bum out. Tilt your pelvis. Let's go. 2 more. Feel that stretch. Mobilize the spine, every one of those joints. And focus on your breath for this last 2, okay? So take an inhale as you lift into your cat stretch. And exhale as you calm down into your cow. Inhale, lifting up. Stretch it all up, push the hands into the floor and exhale, bring it down. Simple, well done. Okay, that's our first cat stretch. Sit back onto your heels and just let your wrists relax. Put your palms up and just let those wrists relax. They can get a little bit tight and agitated if we're not used to those positions. So just sit back on your heels, rest your head on the floor and relax the breathing. Next exercise we're going to go into is our bird dog. Okay, so bird dog is going to, so just sit up for a second and just loosen out the wrists as I'm talking. Okay, side to side and spiral circles. The next one is going to really focus on the core and the opposite movements. So we're going to go back into our 4-point position for the bird dog. We're going to do reaching our opposite arm and our opposite leg, trying to keep that spine as straight as possible and trying to keep the core engaged. So you'll notice I'll do a little tuck under of the pelvis, a little rounding of the lower back, just to keep this active and stable. When I have the core active, that means the muscles are switched on and they're keeping everything in place. So back into your 4-point position, knees out wide again, underneath the hips, wrists down, underneath the shoulders, okay? So slightly tuck the tailbone under and activate that core. So slight rounding, slight tucking of that lower back. Take an inhale as you do that. And as you exhale, reach your right arm forward and reach your left leg back. Keeping everything in the core nice and stable. Take an inhale and come back in. Notice, if you've looked at that, you've noticed that the back stays really, really still. So you're imagining you've got a tray of drinks on your back and you don't want to spill a drop. Inhale again, tuck that tailbone under as you reset. Exhale, reach out on the opposite side, left arm and right leg. Not lifting, that will top you over. But you want to lengthen the fingers to the front and lengthen the toes to the back. Take an inhale, come back in. Take an exhale, reach out on the opposite side. Keep focusing on tucking that tailbone under as you do. Focus on drawing in the belly button. Pull the belly button back towards the spine. Exhale on the other side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale on the other side. Inhale, center, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you go with your breath. With Pilates, it makes it very controlled when you go with your breath. And remember, before Pilates was named after Joseph Pilates. Joseph Pilates called it controlology, so it's all about controlling. So controlling comes from the breath and comes from the brain. Reach out on those exhales, keep tucking that tailbone under, draw the belly button in. Sometimes people get overwhelmed by all the things you have to do. So don't get overwhelmed, just do one good thing at a time, okay? And as you progress and get better and practice, everything will knit together nicely. You can't be expected to learn all of this in just 2 minutes, okay? It's about practice. Reaching out, tuck the tailbone under, come back in. And it's good for the brain to learn new patterns and to challenge it. 2 more, reaching out, inhale back in, exhale, reach out last time, come back in, again, bring those palms facing up, sit back on your heels and just stretch out and let the wrists just relax, take all the pressure off them. Okay, that's exercise number 2, and that's our bird dog. Again, if anything is unclear in any of these exercises, just pop a comment into the box and we'll go over them in better detail. This is your time to really get lots of attention, okay? So feel free to use it. I'm enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's turn over onto our back, okay? And we're going to sit up for a moment and go on to exercise number 3. Okay, so exercise number 3 is going to be getting used to doing your C curve on your spine and getting used to doing your chest rolls. Okay, so we're just going to start off. It's going to be chest rolls, but we're going to start off by just getting the C curve on the spine. Okay, so pulling on your shins, just tuck as if you're tucking yourself into a ball. Tuck your chin down, round your back. Inhale, exhale, pull yourself up, lift up out of those hips. Inhale, so you feel yourself rotating back onto your tailbone, okay? So we mentioned the tailbone and the pelvis a lot, so get used to that anatomy of your body. Tilt back onto the tailbone, tuck your chin down, and you'll see how you can just really round your spine, stretch it out. Exhale, lift back up into a tall position. So what we're doing here is we're rocking and rolling on that pelvis and just loosening out that joint where the tailbone hits into our pelvis. And if you're sitting down all day, that just gets locked in one place, and that's the issue where a lot of people get an anterior tilt in their pelvis, they get back pain, they don't know where it's coming from. You keep that joint mobile through these exercises and you should be good. Okay, now we're going to roll the whole way down. So take your hands off, come into your circle, into your C curve. Feel your pelvis or your tailbone rolling down onto the floor, and bring your head onto the floor on your hands. Okay, now if you're not getting that, please let me know, because there are some things I can teach you and tell you to be able to get that. Okay, so if you're just dropping down and you feel pressure in your lower back, that's not right. So pop me a message, I'll do a video on it. This is your time. Okay, now remember, on the floor, we got this big gap underneath our back. So tilt your pelvis back, push your tailbone at the back of your pelvis, your lower back, push your back and lower back and pelvis and tailbone all down into that mat, okay? Stability right there. Stability also coming from the heels. Push the feet into the floor. Feet are not wider than our hips. There's about a fist between our feet, nice and narrow, and our heels are just in front of our knees. Okay, we're going to take our hands and bring them behind our head. Keep the elbows out wide. Again, make sure all your points are into the floor, your heels, your pelvis, your lower back. and at this point, your shoulder blades. Now take an inhale and pull the belly button back towards the spine, and as you do that, take an exhale, roll the chin onto the chest and roll up, pushing the shoulder blades just to the tips as you come up. Take an inhale and really focus on pushing those abdominals down into the floor. Exhale, roll back down. So you're rolling on the spine. Take an exhale again, roll up. You're not lifting, you're rolling on the spine, so exhale back down. Feel your spine just rolling like a wheel, like this beautiful wheel I have in the background. That's a great prop and a great reminder. So use your spine like a wheel, rolling up. Inhale, pause, really focus on that stability. You might feel some quakes and shivers, and that's fine, and that's you working. Exhale, come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertebrae, then your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rolling up. Good sequence. Inhale, hold, pull in the abdominals. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale as you reset, making sure when you reset that you make sure you tilt your pelvis back and flatten that lower back. Exhale, roll up and hold. Inhale, pause. Exhale, roll it back down. You can also imagine that you've got a peach and a peach underneath your chin. And you don't want to squash the peach too much. Roll up again on your exhale, but you want to hold that peach underneath your chin. You don't want to bruise it, so you're just gently holding it. Take an inhale, pause at the top. Exhale, roll it back down. We're going to do 3 more of these. Exhale up. Keeping the elbows back. Inhale, pause, push the abdominals into the floor, and exhale, roll it back down. 2 more. Inhale, reset. Exhale, roll it back up. Inhale as you pause, and exhale, roll it back down. 1 more time. We're getting it with the breaths. And again, remember, you don't need to get everything right in the one turn, okay? If this is your first time doing it, it can take a little time to retrain the brain and the muscles. Inhale, flatten the lower back. Exhale, round the chin onto the chest, round the shoulders. Keep the elbows back. Inhale, really, really focus now on sucking that belly button down. Flat, flat, flat. Pull it all the way in. Hoover it out. Exhale, roll it back down. Fabulous. Okay, now just take your arms out, what we call an iron cross. Okay, so your arms are straight out. You're going to just drop your knees to the left and drop your head to the right and just stretch it out. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, come back into the center. Exhale, drop to the opposite side. Well done everyone for following along. These are fundamental exercises that you need to take with you no matter where you go, what you do. Do these every day, 1 or 2 of these every day, to keep your spine strong and healthy, and I promise it will. Okay, take those hands in. So we're going to go into the 100 now, okay? So we did do the 100 on Monday, and I want to just get it up here again and perfect it, okay? So quickly running through it, we're going to go with our hands down by our hips off the floor, pushing nice straight arms. You want to keep those arms really strong, okay? So if I came over to you and I touched your arm, it was like a block, it was like a stick. I couldn't move any of it. It was really strong, okay? It's not flapping about, so keep them really strong. And you want to keep your lower back again pushed down into the floor. Okay, I've a couple of options here. I'm not sure of the strength of your core and your neck, okay? So there's a couple of different options. Number 1, beginners. Keep your head on the floor. Just tuck your chin down slightly and keep your hands off the floor, okay? Number 2, if you're comfortable that way and you want to challenge it a little bit more, bring your feet up into tabletop position, 90 degrees, knees over the hips, feet in line with the knees, toes pointed forward, okay? Now, really challenges you because it tries to lift your curve in your lower back. So push that back down, okay? So that's where the extra challenge is. Another extra challenge, okay? Third stage, come up into your chest roll and hold. Okay, we're gonna go from here. So remember, it's inhale, inhale for 5, and doing it like that percussively is easier. And then exhale for 5. And our arms are going with our breath. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax the head back down onto the floor. Pull the knees into the chest. Well done on getting that one. Excellent. That's the 100. Now, I should have said if there was any issues with the neck, please always take the neck back down onto the floor. Ever feel like there's stress or strain or pain in your neck, something is weak, the position is wrong, core is not strong enough, you just need to take it down, okay? That's no problem. So that's exercise number 4, and that's our 100. Now, next one, we're going to get really into that core as well. We're going to do our single leg stretch, okay? So we're going to do the single leg stretch from this position, okay? If you've done it before, you'll get into position fine, but I want to make sure everyone is up in the right position. Remember, if the neck hurts, bring the neck back down onto the floor. I'm going to go into like a ball position, so I want you to pull the knees into the chest, tuck the chin up around the shoulders. Now that is your ideal position, but when you let go of your hands, you may come out of it, but that is the ideal position. Let the knees come forward into 90 degrees, tabletop. Take your 2 hands, bring them onto your left knee. Just place them on your knee. As you exhale, reach your right leg straight out. Keep your lower back pressed down into the floor. Okay, now let's inhale, bring the knee in. Exhale, switch and left leg forward. Inhale, switch, exhale, stretch. Keeping the lower back pressed in at all times. We're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Pull those knees into the chest. That's our 5 exercises for today. Well done, everyone. So what we went through was 2 exercises at the start, okay, to build strength, mobility and flexibility back into your spine. And the next 3 exercises, we're focusing on our core. Lots of core work, and you'll notice the stability has to be there, okay, in the hips, everything that's connected to the floor, okay. Any weakness on the floor will put weakness into the exercise. So when your feet are engaged in the exercise, they need to be grounded, okay, into the floor. Your pelvis, flattening the lower back, okay, your shoulders and your head, whatever position you're in, whatever's touching the floor, all needs to be stable, left to right, top to bottom. Okay, so well done for taking part. Next Pilates will be next Monday as well, and Wednesday at 11. This Friday I've decided to add in another 11 o'clock little routine that I do that I find is really, really effective at opening up the spine and the shoulders again. I've had a lot of shoulder issues, neck issues, so I'm very aware of these. So if anyone has any, please let me know, reach out. But all of these exercises I do is for spine health. Even when I go into the dumbbell work, that helps with creating the strengthening muscles around the spine and around the bones, okay? So it keeps it strong and stops those aches and pains. So Friday at 11 o'clock, if you like the morning classes, we're going to do what I call a flow. So it's going to be flowing exercises to really open up your body. And it can be easy and hard, but when you learn how to do it, you just go with the flow, and that's what I love. And your body, you know, will take you into positions where it wants to feel, where it wants to go, and that's really the whole point with exercise. It has to be something that your body wants to flow into, and your body wants to get stronger and better at. Next class, if you are looking forward to it, is tomorrow evening, 7:45, Thursday evening. It's going to be another high intensity 20-minute workout. We're going to be standing up. We're going to be getting our sweat on, okay? 20 minutes only. If you want to do another one of those tonight, maybe you can watch Monday's immunity workout and have a go at that. It's only 20 minutes long. We're getting a lot done in 20 minutes, so it's fabulous. And then on Friday evening, we'll have our dumbbell workout again. We'll have a different one than our St. Patrick's Day one yesterday. Oh, I was feeling that yesterday. Anyone else try it? Let me know how you got on. How you feeling today? Feeling good? I hope so. That is everything. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very much appreciate it. Stay calm. Remember, thoughts, anything you think about, you say to yourself, thoughts become beliefs, and those beliefs become actions, okay? So whatever you tell yourself, subconsciously, you are acting it out. So make sure whatever you say to yourself today, it's all good, positive stuff, okay? That's only my little advice. Take care and see you all tomorrow evening for our high intensity class. Aloha, guys.